being on earth. I know this. But it's one of those things that you should try, because if you happen to get it right, if you happen to be one of the ones that this is for.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free.
What's in front of you is a life of incredible joy, freedom, and independence.
Philsgang.com.
Phil Grandy has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners or shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Want good investing advice from someone you can trust? Listen to Phil Grandy.
With what's going on today in the economy, especially in the stock market, it gets really complicated, but it doesn't have to be. My job is to make it simple, to get through the fog. And I think I do that, and I think I do a pretty good job of that, especially why you should be buying a stock, or why you should be in the market or not in the market, or shorting.
Invest wisely with the knowledge of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. There's a lot of noise out there in the financial world. Bank failures, interest rates, bonds versus stocks. It's a lot. That's why it's important to find a voice of reason that can guide you through these volatile times. Phil Grandy and philsgang.com is where you can find honest, helpful guidance to successful investing.
Get the knowledge and understand how the market really works.
And for a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1 percentile? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners or shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
I think that Powell's going to do a magnificent job, and we're going to be surprised at how earnings hold up.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
Earnings hold up. What has he been looking at? Can't be looking at earnings because they're not holding up. Earnings been terrible. I mean, just go look at the last quarter of last year, then look at the first quarter this year. The fourth quarter, let's take the fourth quarter, 2022, holding up. The biggest drop in 2 years. Typical Kramer, sits out there, lies. Can you imagine? He knows that. Biggest drop in 2 years at 2%. Now, the first quarter we just finished, 2023, the lowest since Q2 of 2021. No, the earnings are horrible. Horrible. But he's telling us different. Just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Why more bullish than you've been in a decade?
Well, I mean, I think the market is more rational than it's been in a decade.
Market's rational? What are you, nuts? What's rational about the stock market? You know, the reason why it's not rational is because of the interference. It's no longer free market. It's always financially engineered. We lost this market in 2008 with QE. That was the end of a free market. Now it's financially engineered. Doesn't mean you can't get wealthy. Doesn't mean you can't be a great trader and make money. Of course not. In fact, I think it's a lot easier than it used to be. Because all you have to do now is just follow the money. If you have the proper charting, like we do, it makes it easier. You don't have to go for hours and look through reams and reams of reports and earnings and PE ratios. Who cares about any of that? PE ratios don't matter. Even free cash flow, which I used to look at free cash flow like the Bible. I don't even look at it anymore. It's all about the money. It's all about where is the money going. You know, and everybody keeps asking the same question over and over. Why isn't this market dropping? Why is it delayed? Or why isn't it dropping? I say it's delayed. Oh, it's going to drop. And why is there no recession? Why is there no market crash? Well, it's happening. You just don't see it. First, we need to understand when the market crashed between November 2021 and October 2022, and I love that. The bottom is in October. Bottom is in. No, it's not. I told you 100 times, the bottom is not in. You can't have a bottom until you fix the problems that caused the crash to begin with, and we fixed none of the problems, and those same problems that caused the S&P go down 24% and the Nasdaq go down 28%, the same problems are with us today. Debt and deficits. But they do a great job masking them. Terrific job. Debt and deficits are linked to inflation. Deficits are a horrible thing. You got to pay them. When you keep spending more than let's say you keep spending more than your paycheck every week, and come the end of the month and you're paying your bills. How does that do for you? How does that work out? When you're all sitting around, you and your wife sitting at the kitchen table, and you're paying your bills, and you've been spending more than you take in. How does that feel? Terrible. But see, these guys don't care. Wall Street doesn't care. Congress doesn't care. Because they're not relying on that. They're not relying on a paycheck. Debt and deficits are linked to inflation. Now think about it. We had that 24% drop in the S&P, then we had the 38% drop in the Nasdaq, starting in that November 2021, 2022. Then what happened? We had this small short covering rally. We call it the 50% rule. So when the market drops, Phil's gang, we go and short it. Just as it starts dropping, we start shorting it. So if we're up $5,000 on the S&P and say $5,000 on the Q, you just don't get a check for $5,000. You got to buy your stock back. That pushes the market up. Then everybody behind you sees the market going up. Everybody who, like us, shorted the market, they want to cash out because now they see the market going back up. They don't want to lose their gain, so they cash out. The market keeps going up. And then you get the tourists who come in, don't know what the hell they're doing, the cattle, okay, like the herd of cattle. They come running in, seeing the market going up. They have no idea it's a short covering rally. They jump in exactly what happened. So the market, after its low in October and December 2022, the market rallied about 18-20%. And the people are jumping in, and these dopes on the fake business networks, look at this, the bottom's in, look at the rally. But never do they tell you, no, this is not a rally. This is what they call a short covering rally. That's a big difference from a rally. Because these are investors who are just purchasing their own stock back. So they caused this short covering rally. And again, who jumps into these? Not the institutions, not the big boys. Who jumps in are the tourists. The tourist investors, as we call them, have no idea what they're doing. Tourist investors always buy at the top. Always, just before the market crashes, they buy at the top. They have no idea what they're doing. They listen to these dopes on these financial TV shows. So basically it's called the 50% rule. Market drops, then it goes up about halfway, and then it stops. Then it stops. Then it turns around. Normally, it turns around. If they don't interfere in the market, it will turn around and then make new lows, dropping the correct 20, 30%, the way it should be. And then you clean out the market, you clean out all the speculation, and you get all these stocks that are so overbought, prices are insane. You get those back to reality, then you come in, and then the people who are left come in, and they start buying stocks at the right price. But that never happened. When the market dropped 24% on the S&P, 38% in the Nasdaq, then it rallied in the short covering rally, it still keeps rallying. Why? How? Well, what they're doing is they're masking what's going on in the underbelly of this market, and people are going to get crushed. Remember, we still, what caused that rally, the crash, we still have the same debt. We still have the same deficits. In fact, they're getting worse. And in fact, inflation's getting worse. Remember, deficits are cruel. They hurt small businesses, and small business is the cornerstone of our economy. It hurts lower income folks the most. Those people who make anywhere from, a household makes anywhere from, let's say, $35,000 to $65,000, $70,000. Those are the people who really get hurt. Our debt, national debt increases. That's not good. Our savings are reduced. Have you seen how much the national savings are going down? Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. Causes interest rates to go up. Oh, I know, we got to pause right now. That's not going to last long. Causes lower investment. As a nation, we stop investing. Our trade deficits, which are cruel, trade deficits are increasing. You know, our trade deficits are about $95 billion every month. That's insane. That means we are paying these people, the folks, the hardworking folks, the people who make between $35,000 and $75,000, they get screwed because of all the stuff we import, prices are going up. So more on this market when we come back and what's going to happen. Don't forget, sign up for our webinar this Saturday.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. You know, over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. You know, I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color-coded chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. When making wise investment decisions, Phil Grandy has some sound reasons you should join Phil's Gang.
You know, when I started this, they asked me, okay, can you explain to people why they should join the gang? Gee, I thought about that. And I guess to make money. But more than that, to get good direction on which way the economy's really going. We get so much crap, so many lies, how great the economy is and how great the tech business is, and when it's not. The problem is we have too many people in Washington and in this industry that just don't tell the truth. The truth is everything. And here at Phil's Gang, we stick with the facts. We tell the truth. We make sure our members, are getting the best information, and our listeners, like you. We make that information available to you and make it simple and understandable.
Good investing means understanding how the stock market works. Join today at philsgang.com. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Now, this Saturday, we're going to have a webinar. It's going to be held from 12 Eastern Time to 3. But remember, it's archived, so if you can't make it, that's fine. You got it for 2 weeks to go through it. Everybody does. So it's really worth it. It's $80. You get good value. And if you've been through our webinars before, you always learn that one more thing, that one thing that makes a big difference. And I would say right now is a good time because I'm telling you, nobody believes this. Everybody's telling you hear what Kramer's saying. Oh, everything's fine. We got a soft landing. Planes coming in. Everything's going to be great. That's not true. We're being lied to. No one is telling the truth that what caused this crash to begin with is still with us. On Saturday, we're going to show you how the market works. We're going to show you what makes the market drop, what signs you look for, so you can play some defense. Even if you get one thing out of it, it's worth it. We're going to show you how to sell short. Volume. Nobody ever talks about volume. Nobody looks at volume. Nobody looks at relative strength, or what we call power stocks. And if you've been to one of our seminars or webinars, so what? Take it again. We always are introducing something new, but it will benefit you. Just go to my library, go to my store, gift shop. Go to my gift shop, philsgang.com. Sign up. It's $80. And in the meantime, join the gang. You got 10 days free when you join the gang. It doesn't cost you a thing. But listen to what I'm telling you. Everyone thinks there's no more crash. Everyone thinks everything's going to be fine. It's not true because the debt and deficits are what's killing us. And remember, due to these massive debt and deficits, that links to the inflation. That's the problem we're having. Inflation is not gone. Deficits hurt our small business, hurts the low-income people, hurts our increase our national debt, reduces our savings. And then the trade deficits increase. That is a killer. That is we're importing more than we export. And the problem with importing more than we export, the cost of what we import is going through the roof. No more do you go to Walmart and get this big bargain because they're not letting wages rise. Now, think about this. Deficits are linked to inflation. And when you have inflation, cost of living goes up, right? Income erodes, right? You know that. Stock prices drop. Oh, unless you're financially engineering the market, like what they've been doing. I mean, can you imagine what they've been doing? After the market dropped at 38% and then rallied halfway up, and then it couldn't sustain itself. It was ready to go drop again. What do? Our institutions on Wall Street, our big insurance companies, our 401k funds, our pension funds, they go in and they put $15 trillion into two stocks, Apple and Microsoft. Think about that. $15 trillion to two stocks to make sure those two stocks continue to lead the S&P and those two stocks continue to lead the Qs. And they know underneath, in the belly of this market, they know what I know. The inflation is going to take us down. The deficit is going to take us down. And they're going to keep riding this thing to get, the big guys going to keep riding this thing to get their investors out. We're talking about the teachers' unions. We're talking about the steelworkers' union. And then they're going to pull the bid. You watch. You watch. I mean, most people, like they say, well, we didn't have any recession. Yes, we did. Remember what they're doing? They're masking everything that is going on right now in trade deficits. They're masking everything that's going on in inflation by running these two stocks to drive the S&P up and the Qs up. And every day they're jumping into the same two stocks. Hey, I'm not complaining. We've been in those same two stocks ourselves since January, February, and March, including Meta, Nvidia, and Apple, and Microsoft. We've been in all those stocks. We're still in those stocks. But we're not getting in now. Most people are getting in now. Let's talk about this recession. Oh, there's not going to be a recession. We're in a recession. Remember, most times when you have a recession, you don't know you're in it until you get out of it. Since 1974, think about this. The National Bureau of Economic Research has said and defined recessions as 2 consecutive quarters back-to-back. Negative quarters. Think about this. National Bureau of Economic Research. Since 1974. That's what they have said and claimed, and everybody went by that rule. Nobody's ever disputed until Biden. In 2022, we had 2 consecutive back-to-back negative quarters, so bad. Then what does he do? He changes it. No, I don't like that. No, that rule's no good since then. I'm changing it. So no inflation, no recession. So what are they doing? By taking Microsoft, injecting $15 trillion to those two stocks, make them the leader, because remember, the leader you need and why this market's going to collapse big is banks, and banks are toast. See, when the yields are going up, banks usually make a lot of money. They love seeing yields going up. But now, every time yields going up, there's more delinquencies. There are more defaults, more foreclosures. The banks are getting tortured. The banks are getting killed. It's going to take this market down. But they're masking this. They're masking this. Just the same way they masked the recession, they're masking the underlying turmoil in the belly of the stock market and the Qs. Deficits and inflations. They're masking it. Because here's the one thing. The market, after we had the short covering rally, we went about 28, 30%. It stopped. It stopped. Because the market was unable to sustain enough momentum to keep the recovery going. That's when they put in the $15 trillion into Apple and Microsoft to try to keep the market going up. Remember, the best way to stimulate an economy is not through increasing debt and deficits, what they've been doing, but by increasing business investment and increased productivity. But see, CEOs don't get rich when that happens. They want stock buybacks. Look, come to our webinar this Saturday. Sign up right now. I think today there's only 15 out of the 80 slots.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. When making wise investment decisions, Phil Grandy has some sound reasons you should join Phil's Gang.
When I started this, they asked me, okay, can you explain to people why they should join the gang? Gee, I thought about that. And I guess to make money. But more than that, to get good direction on which way the economy's really going. We get so much crap, so many lies, how great the economy is and how great the tech business is, and when it's not. The problem is we have too many people in Washington and in this industry that just don't tell the truth. The truth is everything. And here at Phil's Gang, we stick with the facts. We tell the truth. We make sure our members, are getting the best information, and our listeners, like you. We make that information available to you and make it simple and understandable.
Good investing means understanding how the stock market works. Join today at philsgang.com.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. There's a lot of noise out there in the financial world. Bank failures, interest rates, bonds versus stocks. It's a lot. That's why it's important to find a voice of reason that can guide you through these volatile times. Phil Grandy and philsgang.com is where you can find honest, helpful guidance to successful investing.
Get the knowledge and understand how the market really works.
And for a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Want good investing advice from someone you can trust? Listen to Phil Grandy.
With what's going on today in the economy, especially the stock market, it gets really complicated, but it doesn't have to be. My job is to make it simple, to get through the fog. And I think I do that, and I think I do a pretty good job of that, especially why you should be buying a stock, or why you should be in the market, or not in the market, or shorting.
Invest wisely with the knowledge of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. So, the bottom line is this, that the market is getting tired. The market's driven by 2 stocks. That's it. I should actually say 7 stocks, 7 big tech stocks. But the leader, the ones that are really moving the whole deal, are the 2 stocks, Apple and Microsoft, because of the amount of money that's put into those, targeted those 2 stocks. Unbelievable, $15 trillion. Those are the leaders of the pack. And if you've been in those stocks, we've been encouraging our members who've been in those stocks since January, February, and March. And I'm talking about Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Meta, Amazon. We've been telling them last Friday, the last big surge we had, big rally. We always tell them, sell into the rally, sell into the rally. But you know how many people are buying into the rally for the first time? You know how many people are buying Apple and Microsoft and Nvidia? They're buying them today. Can you believe that? But it always happens. And the more they buy, these leaders, the more it tells us the market is ready to collapse. Now, we'll show you this Saturday, okay, how do you know when a stock is ready to break down? For example, I've been shorting the builders. The builders are the last ones to crash, and they're very hard to short. Not technically, it's because they're the last ones to go. Because builder companies, they have a lot of back orders. So in other words, they'll sell a house, and they won't really start building that house till a year and a half later, because by the time they get their approvals, especially if they're finishing up a new subdivision, and they're bringing in all the infrastructure, sometimes it takes a year and a half. Sometimes it takes more than a year to build a house today with all the permitting and everything. So between 2020 and 2022, we had an insane amount of house building, new home building. Look at the interest rates, 2.7%. People went nuts going out to the suburb. You remember all that. Wanted to get away from COVID. It's over. And people paid way too much for their homes, and they know that now. The only reason why this bubble hasn't popped yet, like the GW bubble popped in 2005, 2006, when he finally raised the Fed rate from 1.3% to 5.25%. We're at 5.25% now. It just takes time. As I told you many times, by the time you raise the rate till you get the effect, it usually takes a year. But it's not going to take a year with this. I would say another 3 months, 4 months, October, November, you're going to have a big, big housing crash. And you want to be short the builders. But we're going to show you how to identify in advance a stock that's going to go down and how you short those in advance, what patterns you look for in advance. This is what we'll teach. I mean, we teach this, yes, in our normal classes. When you become a member, of course we teach you all this. But when we get you in an environment of 3 straight hours, it's different. It's different because we can concentrate in those 3 hours. You get more out of those 3 hours than you do out of a week of classes. And I'm not just saying it. Ask anybody who comes to these things, because we really focus. The other thing, most people have no idea what group to be in. Should I be in industrials? Should I be in travel? Should I be in airlines? Should I be in industrials? Most people have no idea. And who do they look for advice from? These dopes on these shows, on these business news shows, fake business news network. I mean, it's just absolutely insane. I mean, this is, here, listen to this. It just makes me sick to my stomach. Let me get this out of here.
When we look at the consumer, we're looking at the consumer in aggregate. While consumer credit has obviously picked up, if you want to look at the overall debt to the consumer, which also includes mortgages, these have been significantly reduced since the global financial crisis in 2008.
That's a bold-faced lie. That's a bold-faced lie. We have the largest household debt ever, 17 trillion. See, these guys lie. That's their job, to make you feel good, to make you go out and buy something, or they don't get the advertising dollars. The largest household debt in history is 17 trillion. Let's break it down. I mean, my God, we between the home debt and auto debt and credit card debt, people are getting killed. They've been living off their credit cards. And when their credit cards are tapped out, they went and withdrew from their savings, their 401ks. We've never seen withdrawals like this before. We thought in 2008, 400 billion was a lot. Are you kidding? I mean, when you got mortgage debt at 12 trillion, auto debt at 1.4 trillion, and credit cards at $1 trillion, and interest rates at 25 to 27%, what's this guy talking about? Plus student loan debt. What's he talking about? Overall debt is down. It's up. Because we have weak wages. There's always a way to make money in the stock market. I don't care who you are. But you've got to be willing to learn how to sell short as well as buy. People who go into the stock market and just buy a stock think they're going to get rich. It doesn't work that way. You've got to know the opposite side, which nobody on Wall Street just buys stocks. They buy and short. Here we are, record withdrawals from savings. Record home equity, I think it was last quarter, $262 billion. They've taken money out of their 401ks. Are you kidding me? We have 40-year high inflation. They're tightening credit right now, making things worse. And just take and that's just the consumer. What about the country? Besides having the largest household debt, we have the largest commercial debt in history, over 4 trillion, almost 5 trillion, and the largest corporate debt, 13 trillion in history. This is not a joke. We have the least economic GDP growth we ever had. I mean, that's pathetic. The increase of our standard of living is horrible. We have no increase in standard of living. It's contracting. Business investment is almost nothing. And you know, business investment is the most important thing to grow an economy. And we're not doing that. Because why? Because they've been doing all stock buybacks. So what they've been doing right now is just trying to get this market to go up, because they know they can't. They know it's impossible for this market to go higher unless they rig it. And that's how they're rigging it. Taking 2 of the 7 stocks, injecting the hell out of it with cash and trying to make them the leader. But it's not going to last. It's not going to last. So why don't you come to our webinar, go to our site right now, philsgang.com. As I said, at the beginning of the show, I think we had 15 out of the 80 left. That's it. And I told you the reason we do that, we just don't say that to try to induce you to go. We can sell these out anytime we want. It's the fact that because we archive it for 2 weeks, we get bombed with questions for 2 weeks. And we're a small crew. So if we have more than 80 people, we can't possibly answer it. One time we did 160 people. We got inundated with questions. We couldn't service everybody. We couldn't get anything done. But you're going to have fun at this too. And you know, the one thing that always surprises everybody at these is when I start talking about stock buybacks. Start talking about volume, energy. You know, no one, very few people ever buy a stock and look at the energy. If I say, where's the energy? They think I'm talking about oil. No, where's the energy? For stock to go up, what's the energy you need? Also, if a stock is going into the 50-day and 200-day moving average, what do? Most of them don't even know what the 50-day or 200-day moving average is. They think it's spaghetti. They don't know what it means when there's a crossover. They just get into the market and they buy that hot stock. That's all they know. And then that's why 80% of them lose money. Well, you're not going to lose money if you come to our webinar or be a member.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Want the truth when investing in the stock market? Here's how.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. Listen to my radio show every day because that's where you're going to get the truth. You're not going to get the truth listening to these dopes on Fake Business News Network. The other day, Kramer said, don't listen to the banks. They're giving you wrong information. When he told you to buy Merrill Lynch, remember? And what happened? They went broke.
Get the truth at philsgang.com.
Join my gang, philsgang.com. Get the truth. And also listen to me on my podcast on YouTube and Rumble. That's philsgang.com.
You can be a successful investor in the stock market by knowing what the market is going to do.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. God, you go nuts listening to these shows on TV, Kramer, any of them. I mean, they're giving you total garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. One day they tell you, buy this stock. Next day, don't buy this stock. Then you have two people on the show. One guy saying buy it, the other guy says don't buy it. So the question is, what the hell do you do? Well, we don't have questions here at Phil's Gang. And they never have to ask the question, what do you think the market's going to do? My members always know what the market's going to do because they've learned how to follow the money. That's right. Follow the money. You don't follow fundamentals. You follow the money. And what is that? That's volume. That's the buyers and the sellers. And the other thing, you got to learn how to sell a stock as well as buy a stock.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Go to my podcast, YouTube, and Rumble every day. That's philsgang.com.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grandy.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, you get the truth, you get clarity, and you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. philsgang.com. Clarity, good information, and fun.
When making wise investment decisions, Phil Grandy has some sound reasons you should join Phil's Gang.
When I started this, they asked me, okay, can you explain to people why they should join the gang? Gee, I thought about that. And I guess to make money. But more than that, to get good direction on which way the economy's really going. We get so much crap, so many lies, how great the economy is and how great the tech business is, and when it's not. The problem is we have too many people in Washington and in this industry that just don't tell the truth. The truth is everything. And here at Phil's Gang, we stick with the facts. We tell the truth. We make sure our members, are getting the best information, and our listeners, like you. We make that information available to you and make it simple and understandable.
Good investing means understanding how the stock market works. Join today at philsgang.com.
You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. The one thing you need to learn when you're investing in stocks is where to put a stop in. Stop. It's like an insurance policy. And 99% of people never put a stop in. So if I buy a stock at $50, I'll put a stop in. I'll set up so if it goes down to, at 50, I can say at 49. If it goes to 49, it blows me out. I can set the stop at 48, 45, or wherever I want to set it. You should always set in a stop. Next thing is you got to learn how to rotate. Everybody's so stuck with these tech stocks. Everybody's jumping in the most dangerous stocks right now. the same stocks, Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Meta, Google, Amazon, they're all jumping in. All these tourists don't know what the hell they're doing. They always buy at the top. All they had to do, we were in these in January, February, March. We're up 30, 40, some cases 60% in these stocks. But let's just use 30%. Or let's use even 20%, because I don't want you to think I'm exaggerating. And the first thing we did, we knew how to and when to rotate out of those tech stocks as the tourists were jumping in these stocks, rallying these stocks up. And we were already in January, February, and March. We then turned around and we sold into the rally, took our cash, and we rotated it to travel stocks. We bought cruise lines, Carnival Cruise Line, Norwegian Cruise Line. We bought 2 airlines, Alaskan Airline, American Airlines. We were up about 30%. 30%, let's take average. Let's take between our airlines and our cruise lines. We're probably up an average, what, Willie? 20, 25? 20%. 20%. So we took money out of our tech stocks, not all of it, we left a little in, and rotated to these stocks that nobody was in that had to have short covering. In other words, everybody shorted these. Everybody got in and shorted. The big institutions shorted them down, pushed them down. They're selling them. And then we jumped in right at the right time. And that's what you're going to learn. When is the right time? When you hear Kramer or somebody else say, buy, 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 that's not the right time. With him, it's never the right time. You know what's really galls me? I mean, I do this radio show. I do my podcast every day. I've been doing this for over 50 years. And what really got the Fed policy. He's going to fight inflation by raising interest rates to slow down the economy. What? You know who that burden goes on? They put most of that inflation burden on who? Who do they put that burden of fighting inflation on? You, the average worker. So when you hear how they're fighting inflation, oh yeah, let's applaud their fight. No! They're putting most of the inflation fighting burden on you, the worker. The people who are making the households making between $35,000 and $75,000 a year. They're putting it on you. They're screwing you. And the workers are either losing their jobs or they're not getting real wage gains. I mean, the amount of, think about this. 50 years ago, General Motors was the largest employer in America. The typical American GM worker was earning about $35 an hour in today's dollars. America's largest employer is now Walmart. Are you nuts? What are you, nuts? And you know what he earns? $9. Are you telling me the GM worker in today's dollars making $35 an hour, the guy at Walmart is dumber? Is making $9 an hour? What are you, nuts? Walmart. This is what we come down to? The worst thing that ever happened, we no more have unions. Unions killed themselves. They got greedy. Union bosses got greedy. They wanted all their workers to live like the boss. They blew up the workers. It's the union leaders who cost you your union job, who caused all the outsourcing. You're union leaders. Unless you get your unions back, you're screwed. You need unions. No one's going to take care of the worker. That's one reason why the only way they can get this market up for 13 years was induce it by something. They induced it by QE, zero rates, stock buybacks, not earnings, not business investment, by tricks, financial tricks. And now they got another financial trick. Hey, let's put $15 trillion into Apple and Microsoft, and that will push up the S&P index, and it'll push up the NASDAQ index. And then we'll pull those bids out once we get the union workers out in San Francisco, the police out in New York, and the nurse union in Chicago. And people who are in these, they don't know what the signal is. They don't know what to look at. They don't know. We know because our chart will turn yellow, telling us money's coming out. Does your chart turn yellow? Does your advisor call you and say, oh, by the way, they're starting to take money out of your stocks and the 5 stocks and your 10 stocks, your 401k or 20 stocks, they're taking money out? What are you, nuts? It's unbelievable. Can you imagine inflation is running higher than wages on Main Street workers? Think about Main Street workers, the people who make between $35,000 household income, $35,000 to $75,000. How they're getting screwed. They've been stagnating for 13 years. While the QE zero rate stock buybacks create this unimaginable wealth for the very top 1% and for the CEOs. And stock, remember, when they fight inflation, it's designed to screw you, the worker. And when they have QE and stock buybacks, it's designed to make the very wealthy wealthier and the CEOs wealthier. Where are you? You don't fit in any plan. You, the worker, you don't fit in any plan. Oh, they tell you, though, it trickles down. The wealth of these guys are going to trickle down to you. What a bunch of crap that is. Trickle down. Where? These CEOs have gone from an average of 20 times that of a typical worker 40 years ago to now 400 times. Where did it trickle down to you? QE, stock buybacks, has rigged the market in their favor, not you, the worker. But you have nobody standing up for you. The last time the people who had standing up for you, the bosses, they were all crooks, gangsters. That's why your job got outsourced. Just understand, corporate CEOs, these financial executives, have done everything possible to prevent the wages of you, the hard worker, the American Main Street worker, from rising, even with productivity. Why? Even if you produce, they won't let your wages rise. That's how greedy they are. Because they want more gains going into stock buybacks, where they have options. The market is a great place to make the difference if you know what you're doing. I don't know what people would do without the market. And it's so sad that 80 people lose money in the stock market because they don't know what they're doing. 80% of our members don't lose money. What are you, nuts? All you have to do is dedicate yourself to a little time. And at the end, they all go, now just give the money to my broker. He'll take care of me. He's a nice fella. She's a nice gal. It's not their fault you lose money. Look at your 401k. Your 401k should be up, not down. Why is it that your 401k is down? Should be up. Because anytime stocks drop, you should be making money. Look, the biggest problem we got in the stock market right now is the financials. Please, join my gang free. Get a membership free for 10 days. To go to my site where it says Get Started. Also, go to that same site, philsgang.com. Go to the gift shop and sign up for this Saturday from noon Eastern to 3 for our webinar. At the beginning of the show, we had 15 slots out of 80 left. I'm not making that up. So I don't know how many we got left now. But it's going to be fun, and I don't care if you've been there 4 times before. You always learn. You always learn something new. Always. Tomorrow we're going to talk about Starbucks and McDonald's. Should you be investing in those two things, Starbucks and McDonald's? What are you, nuts? I'll tell you about that tomorrow. Go to my site, philsgang.com, join up for our free 10 days for Phil's Gang membership, and go and sign up for the webinar this Saturday, noon to 3. Go to the gift shop, philsgang.com. It's only $80.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.